doesn't half get the heart rate up. Here's how to not hurt your back with a kettlebell swing. So a lot of people hurt their back, especially their lower back on a kettlebell swing, and they think that it's a terrible move and should be avoided. Tell you what, you're far more likely to cause real damage on a deadlift than you are on a kettlebell swing. However, I've pulled me back on a swing before, and it's usually down to using too much weight with not enough good technique. So what you got to consider about the kettlebell swing, it's a fantastic lower back accessory movement. It's not a lower back exercise. It's a hip, glute and hamstring exercise, hip power, hip drive. The exercise is improving the mobility, the strength, the endurance of the hips. A lot of great things in life came from a powerful hip drive. And so it's important to look after your hips because they help support the lower back. If you've got stronger glutes, stronger hamstrings, stronger hips, you're just more supported in the way that you move. You can do more, you can be more useful to the world. The kettlebell swing is a great accessory movement. I'm incorporating 4 sets of 25 reps on 28 kilogram kettlebell today. Now here's how we do the technique. So with a kettlebell swing, it's all about maximal hip bend, minimal knee bend. Whereas a squat is maximal knee bend, maximal hip bend. Hips go back, knees go bent fully. Now most people make this mistake of squatting the swing up, the weight. That's not actually what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be tilting at the hips, pushing back and locking out with the knees. Now where people hurt their backs, they either bring the kettlebell too low, in between the knees or the calves, round the back, ouch, ouch, I've pulled me back. Or what they do is they swing up and they arch back, they hyperextend. So they nip the back and it's too much. Or they bring it up so high like they see CrossFitters do above the head, and when it falls down they can't control it. So here's how to kettlebell swing properly. Set yourself away from the kettlebell within arm's length, because what you can do is push your hips back, take a hold of the kettlebell. You see how our back's rounded there? This is where most people go wrong. Push the lower back down, pull your shoulder blades back, get a nice flat straight back as you can see here. Look 45-degree down or directly forward. Don't arch your neck too much yet. And when you're ready, pull it back into you and let the hips, as soon as it comes, drive up. You only need to come to about chin height. Chin face height, no higher. If it's coming to here, it's probably too heavy, yeah? And you don't want to just hump the weight. I see people doing that quite a bit. You want to hinge the weight. It's a hip hinge, yeah? It's a hip drive. So we're going to do a set of 25. You can watch me from all angles here. Big setup. Snap the shoulders back, flat back, feet flat. Swing. I'm just locking my knees at the top. I'm not hyperextending, squeezing the butt cheeks. Keep my eyes focused. Forward. Hips back. Oh, that was hard, 25. When you get to the top, squeeze your butt cheeks, lock your legs tight, don't lean back, yeah? Don't hump forward, just squeeze your butt, and as it falls, your knees should be bending for you to catch the weight in your hips, and then the hip drive drives it back up, so you're not letting fall, and then people make a mistake of then pulling it up with their shoulders. No. If you can pull it up with your shoulders, it's too fucking light. At the end of the day, your hips and your legs, look at the size of these muscles here, much bigger than what this is. These want to be doing the work, yes? Maximal hip bend, minimal knee bend, hip drive, look forward, control the weight, flat lower back. There's a lot to learn in this exercise game. As you can tell just by this one video going on one exercise, imagine the minefield of other exercises and other things you have to learn, but one step at a time. Technique before intensity. Technique before heavy weight. You will not be able to pick up a 28 kilogram weight like this and swing. I've been doing this 20 years. I could do a bit heavier, but I'm just sticking with what I can for now. Still recovering from a broken ankle, in case you hadn't heard. I think I've mentioned that a few hundred times. But at the end of the day, kettlebell swing is one of the moves that should not be avoided. It's a fantastic movement to get strong hips, get strong glutes, and actually, if you want a good arse, fuck me, I can feel my arse is on fire right now. Arse, hamstrings, and hey, men want a good arse as well, you know. So, regardless of whether you're male or female, kettlebell swing properly, use your hamstrings, use your hips, use your legs, you will develop a good arse. And that's that. That's your kettlebell swing. Don't hurt your back. Let's go.